Hello, my lovelies. Hello, collective. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you for doing that. And if you are someone who just joined us and you are brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. So no matter what sign you are, there may be something here for you today. I am going to do a reading that I do every once in a while, and it's just Lenormand and Kippers, and then we do three hands, actually. We do first the Lenormand, first the second the Kipper, and then we do a hand of tarot. So doing it this way, it could end up three different readings. It could end up a lot of different energies, so try and keep track best you can. I'll call it the signs and symbols as I need to in order for you to know what's going on. Put your intuitive hat on. Let's get to it. We'll start with the Lenormand. Tell me about the collective, please. What is going down in the collective? I do not date or time these readings. I trust that when you need it, it will find you, you will find it, and maybe it's just because you've got the bell button pressed. Whatever that is to you. All right, what else do we have here? We have, oh, I like it so far. We've got the bear, we've got the book. So the bear is the leader. This bear, I feel somebody here is about to take the lead on some sort of a connection. To me, it always seems like this bear is coming out of the water. And although it's big and bulky, it's confident in its swimming skills, right? What I do know about the polar bear, because they do live in my province, but way north of me, is that, you know, a polar bear never loses its scent. It feels like somebody is going back to the place, like the bear's got his nose in the air. Somebody is like smelling on the wind. It's like if you're anywhere within a mile vicinity of a polar bear after having had contact with it in any sort type of way, previous years even, if you come back to the area, the polar bear will pick your scent up again and come and find you. So we have the 10 of clubs on the bottom right-hand corner. We have card number 15. Card number 15 tells me that someone is having a fear about moving forward, because card number 15 for me is the devil. I read primarily tarot, but the 10 of clubs is in the bottom right-hand corner, and that's the 10 of wands. So it feels like somebody is off going towards this book here, book of knowledge, book of truth. Somebody is off to find the truth. I need to drop these burdens. 1 and 5 is 6. It could very well be possibly that somebody here is needing to find the truth about something. And that's going to allow them to drop some burdens they've been carrying for a while. Card number 26 is the 8. And the 8 is about the self. So I feel that in this book there are truths, there's knowledge, and there are truths about you. And I feel like it's good things. It's a mixture of... No, I think it's a wealth of knowledge is what I think. I'm looking at the 10 of Pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner. It's the 10 of Diamonds, and it tells me it's everything. So it might be a book that is talking about your future, your relationships. It's like it's all-encompassing. Card number 26 is an 8. It's about you. I'm going to say that something is about to change super quick here. The whip and the broom is just about that, and something that's going to sting. It's like something is going to come to the surface, a knowledge or a truth, and it's going to sting. It's going to come at you quickly. The Jack of Clubs, who is the Knight of Wands, tells me that there is something that's coming at you really quickly. It is intended by the universe, I feel, card number 11. 1 and 1 is a 2, so I also feel like it's not anything that is, how can I say? It's not going to throw you off your game. You're going to keep your balance, but it's going to sting. It's coming at you quickly, and it's going to sting. I feel like there is a truth coming up here. Somebody might be coming to tell you a truth, and it might sting. Somebody's returning to the nest. For some of you, you could be getting some news about your home or the place where you live, your housing. You could be getting some information that stings, that you have no control over, but it is going to sting. Like it's going to be something that's going to, it's not necessarily something that's going to change a trajectory of your life, but it stings. Like it pisses you off. It's an irritation. And, you know, if somebody, have you ever had somebody who has wound up the towel and hit you with that towel? It stings so hard for just a minute. That's what this feels like. But it could have to do with your housing. Maybe your rent's going up. Or maybe they've said to you, you're going to have to move because we're selling the house you're living in. Or something like that. There's going to be a disruption or a sting as it pertains to your home life. I feel like whatever that you're coming to the knowledge of here is going to come from someone that you already know, someone who's coming back to the nest. This person, when I say come back to the nest, it feels like you know them, you have feelings for them. You're someone that you know you'll have in your life forever because the storks are here and they do mate for life. They also always go back to the same nest. So I feel like what the book of knowledge is saying is that there is somebody that you already know that's going to be coming back. The Queen of Hearts is in the bottom right-hand corner, which tells me of deep love. Yeah, somebody really does care for you here. The Eight of Hearts we have here. So this moon is more of a romantic, respectful, long time, deep connection. Like it feels like it transcends, right? And it feels like although there is love here, I feel as though right now it's in lack because there's no light. Yeah, it feels like, you know, the moon isn't really illuminated here. And it feels like it's going to, that you feel in lack, but I really do think that you're only going to feel in lack until we complete the moon cycle. And the moon cycle is coming up being the completion, which is the moon that is on the 29th or 30th, depending the blue moon, whatever part of the world you live in. So I want to say that on the change of the moon cycle, I want to say that there is going to be someone who was disconnected from you and left you in lack. I think that this person is taking initiative and coming back for you. They want to talk to you because they have some burdens they want to drop. And I feel like this person is choosing you. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 is the Lovers in the tarot. I feel like there is some information coming to the surface that you had not known about this person, but I do feel that you've known them for a while or before because this person's coming back to the nest. So I don't know if you've lived with them before or dated them before, but they're coming back home. That's what it feels like. You feel like home to them. And this is the home. Oh, could be something that you find out about this person that you shared a home with too. Could be some stinging news. All right. Let's leave that aside. Let's figure out what's going on with the Kipper. Tell me about the Kipper, please, for the collective. Tell me about the collective, please. About courtship. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Sudden wealth with the mature man. Bottom of the deck we have the privileged lady, who I see is the Empress because she's card number 12. Okay, so we'll start over here. So we have courtship, we have the mature man, we have sudden wealth, we have thoughts, we have the false person, and we have imprisonment. You could be the mature man, or this could be your mature man. We have courtship here. Thoughts about courtship. To me, in this deck, the mature man always reminds me of the Hierophant. Only because 5 is above the head, but also the light that's above the head. This person's enlightened. And so they're not only smart, but they're enlightened. They're spiritually enlightened and they're smart. I think this person's well-traveled. Or if they're not well-traveled, they're well-studied. They know a lot of stuff. And they like to, that's part of the reason why people are attracted to them, because they have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. This person here. Courtship. I feel like this mature man is thinking about courtship. And we have card number 4. Stability. We could be talking about an emperor and the Hierophant. Keep that in mind. We have card number 16. It feels like there's been a realization from this mature man. The 16 is the card of the Tower, and it's the Tower in Tarot. And so it feels as though someone has a realization about someone that they're thinking about. I think that you think somebody is holding you back from your happiness or your wealth. It feels like there's someone that you're dating that you have had a realization about. You're thinking this person is a false person. You think that they're lying to you or hiding something. It feels like there's a realization that you're dating someone here, courtship, and someone is like not being completely truthful with you and you're not sure why. But it's a realization of, I get it now, right? The light's above his head. I get it. Somebody here is not telling me the complete truth. If I'm being honest though, I want to say that you haven't been very truthful with them either. And for some of you, it could be that someone is sharing their passions with another. But you might feel imprisoned in this connection because of money. I want to say that if you do feel imprisoned because of money, that your money is about to get better. It's about, it's card number 11, which is the master number, right? Letting you know that it's being blessed by the universe. And 1 is also 2. You're about to get balance in your finances. So if you've been staying in some sort of a relationship for money reasons, I feel like you're going to get some sort of a new beginning. The money might come because of a child. Like maybe you're getting a divorce and you're taking the kids with you. And so you're going to get, payments for the kids. Like it feels like if you are somebody who's leaving a relationship and thought that you couldn't make it on your own because of somebody who's got their hands on the money and won't let you in, I feel like that's about to change. I want to say that the mature man has become aware or has had a realization that someone's lying here. Lying about money, possibly? They're a false person. I think you've been really in deep thought about this for a bit now, because we've got 5 and 4 is 9, which is hermit energy for me. I think you've been thinking about this for a while. This is also a 9. I want to say that, I'm going to say that if you're the person who's having money issues, those are about to clear themselves up. For those of you who have children, you're about to get your payments from whoever is supposed to pay you, or there's something that is decided in your favor here that it's going to drop money on you. So maybe you have back taxes or something and it ends up working out in your favor. But whatever it is, it's a sudden wealth of some sort, and it takes you out of this financial prison. And I think that is connected to this, because I feel as though maybe you might be putting up with someone being shady with you because you don't feel like you have the money to move on or move out. I feel like you do become the privileged lady, feminine or masculine, that you do become the privileged lady here once you do a little more healing. So I feel like, that there's something big coming up here. But I also feel there's something sad here. Someone's realized that someone in their life is lying to them. And it hurts. Yeah. It's an upheaval and a change, you realizing who the false person is. You might know who the false person is already. All right. What are we going to use? Okie doke. Let's do this. Let's throw some tarot at it here and find out what else we have to say for you for the collective, please. Tell me more about the collective. What energies do we have here? The World card has just fallen out. Yeah, there is an ending coming here. I think you're finding out that somebody's lying to you. I think that's what it was. I think that's what this Three of Swords is here. Yeah, it's the relationship you were in. I'm sorry. Yeah. It closes down and it's really sad. It feels like, yeah, you thought this was your wish fulfillment. You thought that this was going to be the last relationship you were going to have to endure. But you misjudged the situation. And it led to heartbreak. I feel like you're the one that closed the door. It's like this long-term relationship, or a relationship that you thought would be in long-term, is kind of cut off at the knees. We stopped talking. We're just not talking anymore. Someone's being unreasonable. I see this as misjudgment. Someone is being unreasonable, so I'm being silent with them. Nine of Cups. I thought this was my wish fulfillment, but I guess it's not. That's what it looks like to me. The World card is here. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. It's all the fixed signs. Yeah, I feel like you're closing the door on a relationship that you thought was going to stand the test of time. And I feel like you've misjudged the situation and it ends in heartbreak, and I'm sorry for you. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this Ten of Pentacles, I feel, has stopped dead in its tracks, or you perceive it that way. We've got the Three of Wands. Oops. We've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. Just threw it on the floor. That way. Yeah, I think you thought this person was your soulmate. I don't think that they were. No. The Three of Wands is in the reverse, which tells me that you're the one that initiates the closing of this chapter. You're just not happy. You realize that you've only got a certain amount of time in this life and you're not going to spend it being unhappy. Yeah. I don't want to fight anymore. It feels like there was a lot of fights and arguments. It was heartbreaking. You misjudged the situation. It feels like you thought it was going to be forever and it's not. I feel like you take a really big kick in your finances, not only your finances, but I believe your confidence is shaken because now you don't trust the decisions that you're making. I feel like right now is a place where you're just going to stop. That's what it feels like. I'm just going to stop right now, and I feel like what you're going to do is love on yourself, love on your family. You might have children. What was the misjudgment, please? What's the misjudgment? You thought this person loved you. You thought this person was in love with you because I feel like you were falling in love with them. I also feel like there was a lot of silent times. First we argue and I don't want to fight anymore. And then, 5 and 3 is 8. Then we stop talking to each other. It feels like it was kind of exhaustive. And I feel like your confidence took a hit. And maybe even your pentacles took a hit here. But I feel like the misjudgment here was that you thought that this was love. But I feel like the Virgo energy is here with the World. And once you go over all the details, when you're by yourself finally, things started to not add up. I think you're the one that initiates the close. The World card tells me that once you think about it good, long, and hard, you realize that it's not for you. this isn't going to work out. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Yeah, it's time to carry on. Look, there's the Wheel of Fortune is here with the King of Swords. I feel like I want to tell you that soon you will know, you will have the feeling of, you will feel it deep in your gut that something better is coming. But I think that you're always going to feel sad about whatever didn't work out in the past. Also, the thing is, the Wheel of Fortune's here. It's destiny. It's fate. You know, it's time for things to move forward. And I think you're going to understand that coming up in the week ahead. I feel as though you're emotional. I think that you're not going to like the changes here because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is about. You know, it could look like harsh changes on the surface. Aquarius energies here, also Libra and Gemini in a general reading, but it feels like it, and the fixed signs, right? I don't want to move. I don't want to go. It feels like it's you didn't really want to do this, but I feel like you have an understanding of the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny has timing and things have to move in a certain direction. I think that you did figure out the hard way that this person is not your soulmate. Yeah. Eight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. You're not only not soulmates, you're just not even talking anymore. Yeah. No clarity. I wasn't growing here. It feels like this relationship is something that you realize just wasn't a place of growth for you, I feel. Sorry for the bad news. Or maybe for some of you it's good news. Let's see who we're talking about here. What are we talking about? Give me some details about who we're talking about, please. We've got Cancer energy. We've got, by the way, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and then I think I told you all the fixed signs. Fixed signs with the World card as well. I think you learned a lesson here. I think that that you thought something was happening and it really wasn't. That it feels like you realize very quickly that maybe after, you know, realizing, yeah, a realization, it feels that you have to close this door. I feel it's like this here that tells you it's time to go. Yeah, the misjudgment when you say to this person, look, I don't want to fight anymore. Am I single or am I not? Cancer, by the end of the year. So something significant, I feel, is going to change for you by the end of the year. It might be a change of mind. It might be a change of heart, but it's going to be hard change. It's going to look tough on the surface. For some of you in the next few weeks, and for others of you by the end of the year, we've got an older masculine who could be a Cancer, possibly. We have small in stature. We have psychic connection. So somebody who is smaller or of a smaller stature. This person you might, for some of you, if this meets a criteria here, an older masculine who's a Cancer, small stature by the end of the year, for some of you, you could be hearing about them by the end of the year. I think you have a psychic connection with this person, and for others of you, it's going to be in the next few weeks. Psychic connection might come from the Queen of Cups here and the Wheel, right? So one of you could have darker skin than the other. This is a past life connection, and that's why you can't get rid of it. Yeah, it feels like you can't stop thinking about this person. They also can't stop thinking about you. But I think the earth sign energy tells me that this person is probably either Virgo or Taurus. I mean, it doesn't mean that Capricorn's not psychic, but usually it's the higher intuition comes from a Virgo or a Taurus. Yeah, this is someone that you can't stop thinking about. For some of you, I'm talking about your twin. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to drop the mic and I'm out of here. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thanks. Bye-bye.